excited to be here with Trevor, to introduce him to the Dodger fans. To be in this position is extremely exciting.
It's been a long time coming. I've been excited for this moment for a good while now. I used to sit in the bleachers right over there as a kid with Vince Scully on the radio and in my headphones and with my dad watching BP and Dodger games and stuff like that. So I couldn't be more excited to be here, and I want to be the best pitcher I can possibly be. A lot of people have told me, you know, if you can play for the Dodgers, you should.
It was the move few of us expected and became official less than 2 weeks ago. The reigning NL Cy Young winner introduced with the reigning World Series champs. We recently got connected with Trevor Bauer when he joined Jerry Hairston Jr. to discuss a wild ride through free agency.
I enjoy new things. I enjoy learning about things, kind of seeing how it unfolds. It was way different than I anticipated. It went on a lot longer than I had hoped. You know, it was a little bit getting towards February there. Spring training is about to start and don't know where I'm going to be. And some of the logistical problems with that, like where do I rent a house for spring training and stuff like that. But overall, it was enjoyable. Just interacting with the different fan bases. I know a lot of them were mad at how I chose to do that, but it was fun trying to get the fans engaged and bring some excitement to the MLB offseason.
You know, what were you most looking for in the team? You just mentioned your family being able to come see you play in LA. Was that huge for you in this process?
No, it really wasn't. I mean, it's a nice side benefit for sure. Location really wasn't that big of a deal. I wanted a team that was going to be a partnership with me. So they're going to allow me to do some things, and I was, allow them to work with me and try to find ways to make both parties better. So I wanted a partnership. I wanted a chance to win on the field. Obviously, there's no better place to do that than here in LA. I wanted someone that would at least listen to me about, pitching every fourth day and understand the reasoning behind that. There's a lot of different things that I really wanted. I wanted somewhere to be happy, and I spent a good amount of my time in the big leagues being unhappy with my situation. So I don't really want to go back there. And so far, it's been a fantastic start here with the Dodgers.
You know, you're a Southern California kid. You went to Hart High School. Then you went on to UCLA. You started there. Can you walk us through the emotion at Dodger Stadium when you put on that Dodger uniform? What was that feeling like?
It was kind of surreal, I guess would be the word to use. Like just standing on the mound and looking up at the stands where I used to sit, looking at some of my favorite pitchers on the mound. It's pretty just like my goal with baseball was always to play on the high school team, to make the varsity team and play. And it was never a part of my reality that I would be a big leaguer. So it's been a crazy ride so far, and to have achieved, that goal of playing on the high school team, and then achieve the goal that I set for myself in college, and achieve one of the goals that I've set for myself in the big leagues. It's all just surreal for me. It's going to be a really cool moment to pitch there for the first time in a Dodger uniform, and just be a part of something that I grew up watching and being inspired by. And I really hope that I can bring that same type of inspiration to the next generation of baseball players.
Do you feel like you're just now kind of tapping into your potential and kind of entering your prime right now?
Yeah, for sure. It's taken me a while to figure out kind of who I need to be as a pitcher and what I need to do. But it's a constant learning game, and I learn faster than the vast majority of people that I'm around. I spend more time in the gym, more time studying, more time perfecting the craft, and that's why I've been able to add as many elite pitches to my repertoire as I have. It's why I've been able to chop my command or my walk rate down tremendously over the last couple of years like I have. That's why I understand sequencing so well and all that. So I just the command was the biggest thing for me. After 2018, I added my slider and had tremendous success, and my command kind of suffered in 2019. I was injured for a lot of the year, but that was really the final piece I needed to figure out, and I finally systemized it and figured out exactly how to train it. So I have four elite pitches in their category, top 5 in each pitches category, and my command is really good now, and my competitiveness has always been great. My understanding of sequencing and hitters and stuff like that has always been really good. So, yeah, I don't see a reason why I would go backwards or not, be able to maintain the type of success that I've had really in 2018 and 2020, other than just little nagging injuries if that happens. But I've learned a lot about those as well, and diving into physiology and strength training a lot more, and trying to learn as much as I can as quick as I can. That's always what I do. So. Yeah, I think that my 30s will be far and away better than my 20s.
You know, I just love the game of baseball. I love watching elite, whether it's an elite hitter or a pitcher. I got a chance to see you pitch quite a bit the last couple of years, and you definitely have taken that next step. The one thing I noticed last year with the Reds, you got very little run support. How excited are you coming to this Dodger team knowing that this Dodger team, this offense, can put up 7, 8, 9 runs for you?
It'll be very welcome indeed. I've fought the run support battle very often in my big league career, and actually in college as well. So I'm used to pitching in tight games. I love pitching in tight games, but God, it's so much easier when you got a 3 or 4 run cushion. So I'm excited to be around just all the talent, honestly. On the pitching side, people I can learn from, front office, hitters, like defense, scouting, the positioning, like all the different things that the Dodgers do so well. The little things that like I value, that I understand how it translates to wins, and it's great to be around, a bunch of other people that understand the value of it as well and are bought in on it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to be around Robert Van Scoyoc. I played in high school with his brother. We've known each other for a long time. He's great on the hitting side. I can't wait to pick his brain about that. I could go down the list of everybody, but yeah, it's going to be an exciting time, and I'm just excited to be part of the overall talent group here.
You know, I'm so glad you mentioned Robert as a hitting coach, and you say you want to pick his brain, because in that clubhouse, guys like Clayton Kershaw, they take pride in swinging the bat. Do you look forward of picking up that bat, walking up to the plate, and possibly swinging for the fences?
No, I hate it. I want to pick his brain about how to get hitters out better, like how hitters are training now, so I can be better at getting them out. I don't want any part of stepping in the box. I hate it. I couldn't hit Little League pitching. Actually, when I was 8, I used to joke with my dad. I'm like, Dad, I'm in an 8-year slump. And it just progressed from there. So, yeah, I figure if I can't hit Little League pitching, I got a big league hit, so I'm good there. I don't think I've ever hit a ball out of a big league stadium in batting practice or anything. I don't think I have the power. So, as soon as the universal DH is here, the better off I'll be.
Just get the bunt down. You know, the San Diego Padres, obviously you weren't here last year, but they have gotten better. And you've had some run-ins with their third baseman, Manny Machado, over the years. Walk us through that battle, that competitive fire between you and Manny Machado.
It hasn't been too competitive. Basically, I've just been setting him up for this moment. I faced him only once or twice a year when he was in Baltimore and I was in Cleveland. We haven't been in the same division, but now that we are, I saved my best stuff, and I saved it all for now. So he had his time. This is my time. We'll flip that script real quick.
Last question for you. What are you looking forward to most about being a Dodger?
I want to win. I came here to win. I finished second plenty in my big league career and in my college career, and I'm tired of it. I want to win. I want to finish first. So, from day one, every time I take the ball, every time we step on the field, I want to win, and ultimately I want to win the last game of the year. I want to celebrate.
Dodger fans love hearing that. We wish you nothing but success. Trevor, thanks for your time.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, you guys saw it. Trevor Bauer is a Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Ned, let's start with you about Trevor Bauer from the front office perspective. We know he's a free thinker. He's going to do things his own way. With a personality like that, how do you manage it?
Well, he understands what's at stake. He understands how this organization works, how it thinks. I'm sure they had many conversations with Andrew Friedman and Trevor. I think it's important for him. He wants to win. He's stated that. I think that is a key thing for him. He knows this is a great chance. I also think it probably means more to him to be a Dodger, and no disrespect, but than being a Diamondback or a Cincinnati Red or a Cleveland Indian. Talking about growing up here, playing at UCLA, being a high school kid in the neighborhood, the chance to play here and be a champion with the Dodgers, I think means a lot to him. I think he'll follow what he needs to do.
Now, how about you, Tim? From the media aspect, players have their own personalities. It'll be a different conversation with Trevor. How do you feel about covering him this season?
Well, it's certainly going to be fun to cover him because he's always going to give you his honest answer. And I think he's a guy that you're going to be able to go to any day of the week outside of when he's pitching and to get a quote from him. And we've seen this guy since he was back at Hart High School, leaving Hart High School early to go to UCLA. He understands his brand. He's very savvy of what he's all about, and he knows how to use the media because he used it to make his announcement to come to the Dodgers. He's got a good group behind him. You saw him walking around with the camera, so he's already documenting what he's doing. This guy's very smart. He's very precise on what he's doing, how he's putting it together. And I think with that being said, he's also not afraid to use his own outlets to get a message out. But at the same time, he understands he needs to work with the media that covers him on a day-to-day basis. If you go what he did in Cincinnati and Cleveland, you don't hear anything bad from the media. They love his honesty.
I think you hit on it there. Not all players love to hang out with the media, but someone who loves having a camera on him all the time could be a lot of fun for us. But John, now, from the SportsNet side, we have a unique relationship with the team we cover. What are you looking forward to learning about Trevor with our coverage?
I think one of the things I'm most looking forward to is his usage of analytics and data and how he incorporates that to become a better pitcher. We heard him talking about how he has 4 elite pitches now and his command and all these things that have gotten so much better, in part because he uses analytics and data to improve. And I also want to see how that impacts some of his teammates. Clayton Kershaw, who has famously said he is not into analytics at all and never has been, has talked this spring about wanting to pick the brain of Trevor Bauer to see some of these things that he uses to help himself get better, especially with Kershaw now getting close to 33 years of age as of next month. And maybe this is a tool that can help him extend his career and become better even at this age in year 14.
Absolutely. Just seeing how everyone is going to learn from each other, especially in a year like this where there is so much talent. I definitely look forward to seeing what Trevor Bauer adds to this roster. All right.